are looking at Russell Rotunda, which is on Capitol Hill in the Senate building, one of the beautiful and historic rooms in the maze that is Capitol Hill for so many lawmakers that are just in the 115th session of Congress. And it was a very busy first 2 weeks. That would be an understatement. Confirmation hearings took place in the Senate, key rule votes that begin the possibility of rolling back Obamacare in both chambers. So for more than 50 members, it's all about settling into a new city, new digs, and the House itself has 52 freshman members this term. I had a chance to talk with two of them, Republican Congresswoman Claudia Tenney from New York and Democratic Darren Soto from Florida. I asked them what it's like being the new kids on the Hill after a very historic election. So, Congressman Soto, I want to start with you. It's a transition, obviously. You've worked with the state legislator, but now you're flying back and forth to your district. How has it been like for these past 2 weeks?
You know, organizationally, it's been real smooth. We hired pretty much our whole staff already, brought a lot of my team up, but also hired some folks with some experience here in D.C. On the legislative side, it's been exciting. You know, we had a big rules vote on First Amendment issues on the first day.
And I want to ask you, Congresswoman Tenney, is the fact that there is so much ahead of you in this particular session. Did you feel overwhelmed? Do you hear that from other freshmen coming in that it seems as if, and I know you're Republican and I understand that you have the majority, but it's still very overwhelming to get things done?
Yeah, actually, I'm looking forward to the opportunity to actually find some positive results for my constituents. I come from an extreme minority in the New York State Assembly, and being in the majority in Congress and being able to actually take the lead on really important issues in my district in upstate New York, things that affected our district. I'm very excited about it. I'm really happy and honored to be able to serve on the Financial Services Committee, which is an unusual position for most freshmen to be in.
You come from two very different districts, and you're on different sides of the aisle. I want to start with you, Congressman. What did you hear from voters that it's a priority that you get done?
It's all about higher paying jobs. We in the Orlando metro area have a lot of jobs, but a lot of them are in the service industry, and so we'll be looking to increase particularly our high-tech sector, biotech, even commercial space flight on the coast. We have a lot of sensors manufacturing, and we do a lot of the simulation and training programs for the military. So that'll be a big part, but we also have a big ag industry, and our citrus industry needs help. So those will be two big areas, but yeah, high quality access to education and healthcare are also on the list, and protecting our environment. And
if I'm not mistaken, Congresswoman, you have a high population of Bosnia refugees.
In Utica, absolutely we do. But you know, I'm from NY22, which is our #1 industry is actually ag, but we also have a huge small business community. I like to call us the Rust Belt of New York, and the Trump agenda was something that was very appealing to a lot of my constituents from all across Democrats, independents alike. Everybody was very on board with Trump's message because we've lost so much manufacturing. I actually own a manufacturing facility in New York 22nd. I know what it's like to try to compete in New York. I feel the pain of many of our small businesses, many of whom had to close because of Obamacare and the failing health care exchanges in New York. And so for me, this is a real exciting opportunity for us to finally lift regulations, finally help our small business community, including our family farms, which have been hit by all these regulations and taxes. So for me, it's an exciting challenge.
And I'm hearing you both say that you want the same goal, but obviously you have different constituents. And as any voter at home is saying, well, how are you going to get that done? And are you going to get that done? How are you going to work together? And I'll start with you.
Well, I think there's certain times when there is an opportunity to work together. We had a bill called the HALO bill the other day that loosened regulations on being able to pitch for these high-tech companies venture capital, much like Shark Tank and some of those shows out there. And that was one where many of us, I'm a member of the New Dems caucus, we tend to be a very pro-growth part of the Democratic Party, right. So we crossed the aisle on that.
A lot of people are really concerned about immigration, and I want to know what you both see as a vision going forward.
Well, while there is a need to secure the border, I think the key is we need to make sure we're taking care of the dreamers and make sure we're taking care of those folks who would be broken apart with DAPA being struck down. And so in my area, we care about keeping families together and having rules of the road that everybody can rely on.
And you've seen those families come, so what do you want?
Well, we have a unique situation. Obviously, I have the largest Bosnian refugee community in my district. I also have in the city of Utica the 37 different languages are spoken because we have a huge refugee population. We've welcomed in refugees from across the world. We want to welcome them, people who want to live the American dream and live under our rules. And so I think we have to look at them first, people who came here legally.
Well, I appreciate you both coming on from both sides of the aisle.